Make this next video. It's Saturday, December 14th, 15th, 2019. I didn't look to see exactly what date it is, the date, but I'm gonna just say, I'm gonna know it's Saturday though, 2019, but in December. I'm gonna say just like this. You had other people that wanted to cause confrontations between me and my other family members already in other places I went to go stay in, like when I was in North Dakota. I kept feeling like bursts of vibrational current, and it was like energy, but that was trying to cause conflict. I would never have conflict with my family, but they were trying to cause conflict between me and other family members that I seen when I was in North Dakota. But I don't know why. That's none of my business. I don't know what social habitation or what type of dealing that they had going with other people. But you have to watch out for people targeting people. It's just like right before I was about to come outside, I heard somebody outside, a girl, female voice said, "Oh, fighting." But this was a girl that was standing on the corner, and I heard her say that, but she was standing by the building. But I'm looking at a girl, and I'm on Atlantic right now. I live on Atlantic. I'm near Eastern Parkway, near Rockaway, but I'm just being real. To hear somebody saying something like that, I'm in social recovery. I'm not supposed to get in no violent habitation because I'm recovering from a real traumatic experience a certain type of way, even when it comes to my memory. This is why I'm not supposed to, anyway, this is why I said the things I said in my other videos on YouTube. But anyway, but then you have people, just like I told you, they were targeting my family in England. You had Princess Diana. I don't know if they went through discrepancies. I really don't know. I never look on television. The times I did see the news and anything about them, I watch because I hear the marriages and other things, but I just try not to pay attention because, other things, those are people living their life a certain type of way, and I'm living my life. I don't gotta say anything, but there was one time I was watching on cable this movie when they actually shot a family member of mine in one of the royal houses, and then the girl right with her, she came out of the carriage, she shot her, and then she tried to cause identity theft, like she lived in the house and she didn't. But they did it on purpose, and this is when I was watching Optimum Cable. I videotaped it even in the movie on SanDisk. And this was when I came on my social economic ideas, and I know the government was watching because, I had some situations going on with the precinct, so I know they were watching me at the time. But just to see the girl when she tried to commit identity theft to the house, one of the houses in England, I just didn't say nothing because I know she wasn't supposed to do that. I knew that was off of jealousy, and she wasn't supposed to really be. It was like she was fearful of the girl she seen, so she shot her in the face with a shotgun. But this had something to do. This had something to do with. How can I say this? A marrowed situation, a certain type of way. So I just didn't want to get into it when I looked at it. But I did videotape it. I made statements. I spoke about it clearly on the SanDisk chips. And then they went after me for my SanDisk chips because my economic equality ideas and other things. So I know people were targeting me for a long time and going into cars and all type of stuff because I came up with tire ideas for cars. I don't gotta explain it, pressure ride, but I already explained it a certain type of way. So another person know. But I'm just gonna be real. It's just funny how you see certain people targeting people. Even my cup idea with the vibrational current, with certain movies being put on cups. Like it was like tea mugs. It's like stuff with tea mugs, metal vibrational current. You turn it, it gives a certain type of vibrational dial to a certain type of for a certain type of melody. Or something that a person watching and the person knows. I explained all of it. I don't want to get into it right now, but I'm just going to be real. Just to see individuals doing certain things right now and and the things I'm going through and the way I know they're targeting people. So you got to be careful because you have people that don't even want my family to be close to me because they want to manipulate my family from other ends. To me, it doesn't matter because I'm the real refinement of all star charts. But another person, they get caught up they ain't gonna come to me a certain type of way in a time and thinking everything is gonna be all good. And I'm not gonna do something with somebody that doesn't care about me, and I'm the beginning of all physics, even to, or especially all star charts. I know they're not going to care about my family. So I don't want to be with a person that's heartless and then cause the death of my family because their carelessness. And I was already in relationships where people tried to do stuff like that, and then on top of it tried to blame me. And then when you realize there was nothing wrong with me, it was that person, it's just because they were mad at the physics of the physical reality that they were mad at. So they can't take it upon me to be mad of the wrong things that they were doing a certain type of way. So I'm just gonna be real, a person gotta really be mindful of certain things that's going on in a certain type of way before they get caught up with other people and then things happen. Because another person's not gonna tell a person what's really going on in life, and then things just happen to individuals. So all I'm gonna tell people, be careful out there to the relationships you get into. Be careful of the manipulation of certain these feminine beings and certain masculine beings, because it causes things through time that's careless and doesn't care, or there's on such a hierarchy they feel like they could wipe somebody out a certain type of way and cause a person to lose the reason of their recondition and their energy and emotions of generated matter, cellular structure that causes generated matter at times. And then on top of it, how they abuse certain people because of certain things in the paradigm of time. And just because certain things happen a certain type of way in certain physics doesn't mean that you abuse the reason of habitation of humanity a certain type of way. Also, when a person wants to know the truth of what was really going on, if they were still around. So, I'm just going to be real, man. Be careful to the things I was saying before. I was interrupted a certain type of way before, but I wanted to finish telling you certain things because I think is intricately serious for a person to know. So, be careful of certain people's social habitation and of association with certain people that cause forms of entrapment. And because they're trying to lead me into a form of entrapment and doesn't want my family, they want my family to be blind and turned a certain type of way. Because you even have people that's even in family that got comfortable, that's already going after family every day a certain type of way and going after forms of international security every day a certain type of way. That's just manipulating because they want to cause a government or a social population that will cause a social to be in control of a government, and then they follow individuals to house parties and places of residence, and then the situations get civil after that. So you got to be very careful because it could cause a form of civil. I'm not gonna say civil war, but civilness a certain type of way, and then things happen. So you got to be very careful with certain people, and they've been targeting me to cause that a lot. So if the government even paid attention, they would have really already realized that. And so you got to be very careful with other people, because if that's happening to now, because of certain things in physics I came back from, the way it's happening is leading up a certain type of way, and another person been targeting me, just been manipulating because they don't want people to care or care about my existence, so they can manipulate forms of reality. Certain things shouldn't have went so far, because if I was living the life I was supposed to, the way I was supposed to live it, life would have been more wonderful. People would have been rejuvenated by now. People would have been happy. Certain things wouldn't have happened a certain type of way, but another person knew that, and it's just like saving the best for last. But depending on what type of saving the best for last they're doing when a person's doing certain things. So be very careful. And if a person's thinking certain things, they can keep what they're saving a certain type of way, because they can do it themselves if they think they were doing it so wonderful already. But besides that, I just tell everybody else, be careful, and be careful of people that people socialize with or come into certain association with. Have a wonderful nighttime. This is Ralph and JR. Love one.